Learning to recognize resistance helps you work through the resistance, raise your vibration, and become closer to your desire. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dominique Davis, also known as Brown and Bendy, and here on this channel we focus on flexibility of the mind, body, and spirit. So today's video is about a major misconception about manifesting. This video I think will help a lot of people who are new to law of attraction because there's a lot of verbiage thrown around that I feel like can confuse people who have not been studying mindfulness for any amount of time. So one major misconception about the law of attraction is that when you want something, when you have a desire, that all you have to do is consistently think about it. That's not true. That's not true. And I'm going to tell you why that's not true and how to make it true, if that makes sense. So there's this idea that if you want something, all you have to do is make a vision board and stare at it over and over again. All you have to do is create affirmations and say them over and over again. That will get you to a place of obtaining your desire. But that's not it. That's not it. There is more work that has to be done under the surface level of just thinking about the thing that you want, just thinking about the outcome. The reason that a lot of people say, a lot of law of attraction gurus and a lot of spiritual teachers say to think about your desire and to learn how it feels is because when you think about your desire and when you learn how it feels at the beginning of your journey, when you are not a vibrational match for what you want, you know, this might be you and this might be your desire, or this might be where you are vibrationally and your desire might be here vibrationally. You know, when you're first learning where you are vibrationally, when you think of your desire, there's going to be resistance, and that resistance comes from the fact that you and what you're thinking about are not a vibrational match. Resistance often looks like the thoughts that say, I can't do it, this is never possible, this can't happen because A, B, and C, my family won't like this, my partner won't like this. You know, all the things that come into your mind when you think about what you want and how you can go about getting it. That's resistance. So when you think about your desire consistently and so when you think about your desire consistently, your resistance starts to become a little repetitive, and then you can identify it. When you can identify your resistance, when you can identify the negative thoughts that you have, that's when it becomes possible to say, whoa, if I didn't think I could get this, I wouldn't be thinking about it. Chill out, ego. Chill out. Because essentially, I'm not going to make this a video about ego because I feel like I focused on ego all last month. But essentially, resistance is just our ego trying to protect us and our ego trying to keep us in the same vibrational place. So when we want something and the thoughts come that say, hey, if we try to get this, we'll look stupid, we have to learn how to say, hey, thank you for protecting me, but I do want this. So, you know, maybe it's worth the risk of looking stupid. Learning to recognize resistance helps you work through the resistance, raise your vibration, and become closer to your desire. So when you start to think about your desire, become conscious and become mindful of all the thoughts that enter your mind. When you are meditating, when you are visualizing, you know, for the first couple minutes, it might be easy to imagine yourself in this new place that you want to shift to. But after a couple minutes, the thoughts might begin to creep in, and sometimes they can be overly negative, like, I can't do this, this is impossible. And sometimes they aren't so obvious. Sometimes your mind may say things like, well, that could be fun, but what if instead we did this? And then your mind offers you a safer alternative. I don't know. I don't know what your head does to convince you to stay in the same place, but that's up to you to figure out, and it's up to you to learn how to say, I love you for trying to protect me, but I want to move forward. So the second thing I want to talk about when discussing this misconception when it comes to the law of attraction is, yes, it is very important to think about what you want and to think about your desire, but you have to be open-minded when it comes to your desire. A lot of people, when they hear this, they get really mad. They're like, what's the point of wanting something if I'm not gonna get it? And chill. You're gonna get it and you're gonna get there. But one of the things I had to learn was that thinking about what I want was just a way for me to convince my mind that I can have what I want. And it allowed me to relax, and it allowed me to learn how to trust, and it allowed me to really start to open my mind to how amazing this world is. But when you want to manifest something, keeping an open mind is important, because as your vibration rises, who knows what you will be capable of? You may be capable of things that you did not perceive before you even started this journey. Let's say that your goal is to manifest financial abundance and move to Switzerland. That's awesome. So what you do is you visualize Switzerland over and over again. You look up pictures, you read books about it. You just become obsessed with this place because it makes your soul happy, and you can see the version of yourself that you want to be living in Switzerland. This is good for your brain. Let your brain daydream. Let yourself imagine what it would be like to live in this new foreign place. But the reason you want to keep your mind open is because as you begin to manifest financial abundance, you're going to start to think differently. So when you're broke with nothing in your savings account, you might say, hey, I want to manifest financial abundance and move to Switzerland. A year later, when you're no longer broke and you have $50,000 in your savings account, the chances of you saying, okay, I want to move to Switzerland, I mean, you can still move to Switzerland if that's what you want, but there is a journey that happens between point A and point B. It's a beautiful journey, and you learn so much about yourself and you grow. So we're not telling you guys to be open-minded when it comes to your desires in order to like cushion the blow if you don't get your desire. The reason that we say to be open-minded is because this journey is beautiful and you find out so much about yourself. And by sticking to a desire that you invented when you were at a lower vibration can sometimes be dangerous and hinder your growth. So it's okay to want whatever you want, but just be open-minded to wanting different things or even wanting more. The last misconception I want to clear up about thinking about your desire is that you can think about your desire as much as you want, but you cannot obsess over it. There is a difference. So you want to start becoming mindful of how you feel when you think about your desire. If you're thinking about your desire and you feel light and you feel happy and you feel excited about the future, knock yourself out. Think about it as much as you want. But if you start to obsess and start to look for different ways to get your desire faster, and you start to force circumstances so that you can try to assure yourself that you will have this desire by this time, you got to back off. Your desire will come to you when you believe that there is a process that wants you to have everything you want. The number one way to keep your desire far away from you is to believe that there's no such thing as a process. There's no such thing as divine timing. It'll happen when I am happy enough. Or I don't know. But just having a desire and expecting it to come when you're thinking about it from a place of fear and a place of lack, it's just not possible, because you're not vibrating at the same place as your desire. So start to work on feeling excited about having your desire, and also having faith that the universe wants you to have whatever you want. Abundance is your birthright. Anything you want is yours as long as you can learn how to match the vibration of it. Start to gravitate more so towards those thoughts, and stay away from the fearful thoughts that try to make you obsess over what will happen if you don't get your desire by a certain time, what will happen if your desire is not perfect, all of these different things. Try to stay away from those thoughts, and you will be on your way. All right, my loves, I think that is all I have for today. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, because I enjoyed making it. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up so other people know that it is valuable and that they should watch it. If you'd like me to expand on anything that I talked about today, just let me know and I'll be happy to talk to you down in the comments. And last but not least, please make sure that you're subscribed so you can be around for my next video. I love you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye.